welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My name is Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today. Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures. Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus henway. Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
Pollosaurus henway. To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015, as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova. Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians. Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon. So that's where that song came from. Good thing Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage. I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts. The 7-sided pyramid of Hikaba was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious forgotten pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Please don't touch, play on or around the pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign. Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains. Desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap. If you're going to putrefy and decompose, might as well do it in style. Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far. Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here.
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display. The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order. To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball. Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Ew. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side. Most of the brains I carry around in my jacket are a lot less warm and pulsing. I bet this thing would fire right up if I stuck it in a body. Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torment of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Hey, if you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Your Highness?
Yes?
How'd a kid like you get to become Pharaoh? Did your daddy Pharaoh die when you were young?
Oh no, our dad was a sandal maker. We became Pharaoh after we stumbled upon the toys of the gods while stealing coins from a tomb. The toys awakened latent abilities within us, granting us the power to cast the royal family into the Nile and reshape the entire kingdom in our now divine image.
Now there's a heartwarming rags to riches story. If the toys made you so powerful, how'd you end up as a pickled brain in a jar?
During our reign, there were always a few troublemakers who, impervious to our divine powers, rebelled against our benevolent but firm dictates. We suspect one of them finally snuck past our defenses.
Hold any grudges?
Sam, that's all in the past. Even if we did hold an eternal grudge against the mystery assassins who deposed us all those centuries ago, it's not as if we can do anything about it now, right?
Right. So, Your Highness, you impressed by the 21st century yet?
Oh, most definitely. Though we do feel a bit out of our element.
Don't worry. Once we teach you a few crude gestures and get rid of the whole talking in the plural thing, you'll fit right in. After all this is over, we'll all head to Broadway and take in a show.
Oh, bread and circuses! Are there gladiator fights?
Actually, it's mostly a bunch of people dressed up as cats singing about wanting to break loose, and then a chandelier falls on them. How'd your brain stay alive all these years, anyway?
Before our death, we left strict instructions with our viziers to pickle our brain in a special solution of crocodile tears and ground ibis beaks.
And that kept your brain alive?
Don't be ridiculous. It was our special gift that kept our brain alive. Duh.
I'm not sure what I should be doing now.
What do you want us to do about it?
Max usually has some sort of obliquely helpful hint in situations like this.
And that's how you go about solving crimes?
I know. Freaky, isn't it? Any ideas?
I'm certain these gloomy halls have more tales to tell. Let us plumb their crannies.
That should be easy. My first gig out of high school was cranny plumbing. Let's roll.
Aha! We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward!
Hey, Sal.
Hey, I see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Your lack of independent thought pleases us.
Right back at you, little guy.
I think you should apologize for threatening to incinerate my obviously alive buddy here.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that. Your loyalty is commendable, serf.
See you, Sal.
Be careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Ah, the arrow of power. But where's the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found him yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal? Hey Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Oh, this is too easy. The beast couldn't hit
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
Probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Tra-la-la! I'm rather enjoying this. The beast could... That's enough playtime for now.
Future vision.
Oh, the subhumanity.
Why will you say that?
Since we're in a museum, I assume it'll be some sort of obscure historical reference.
Teleportation. Rhinoplasty.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable. Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason.
Whee!
Oh, the subhumanity.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh! Who is making all that inferno racket? Yaxagoth! No!
Never never place your hands on our divine personage!
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really?
Mahila!
Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court. Yo, PWA!
What? I'm busy.
I hear your museum's getting nice and crispy around the edges.
It's the fault of my idiotic partner and his reckless minions.
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
I have no earthly idea. Dr. Norrington keeps telling me that Skunkape is the key to finally gathering all the toys and completing the spell, but nothing is worth disabuse. Nothing!
Yes, feel the hate grow within you.
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
So, about Sal.
What about him? Salt of the earth fellow, my Sal. And if the general's smelly hooligans harm just one hair on his antenna, there'll be heck to pay. Heck, I say!
All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later. Hey, minions!
Yes? Don't talk to the squishy one, me T-ho. The General says his brain has the power to cloud apes' minds.
Flatterer. Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain! Hey, Skunky!
Yes?
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Because I foolishly believed that I could tolerate a brief alliance with this insulting necromancer in order to gather the toys of power. I even consented to allow him to complete that stupid little spell he'd been working on.
Oh, do go on.
But mark my words, rodent. If Paperweight continues to activate my pulse cannons, our alliance will be as dead as the dunes of Omicron Beta 6.
I need some me time.
Very well.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.